Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A year-round fireworks fight sparking controversy in one Metro Detroit community. You know, while most Michigan communities follow state law limiting fireworks to about 12 days a year, one local township is taking a very different approach.
And this got our attention. So apparently Hamburg Township allows fireworks 365 days a year, and that's creating some, well, explosive debate in the community. Victor Williams shows us why some residents say this policy is keeping them up at night.
It's about to be the 4th of July holiday, so yes, everyone loves their fireworks. Some love the idea of being able to do it 365 days out of the year, while some believe that it's best in moderation.
They're boom, boom. I mean, it almost sounds like a bomb going off.
After being disturbed, this woman who didn't want to be on camera recently discovered that pretty much anything goes when it comes down to fireworks in Hamburg Township.
I actually looked it up myself and was utterly shocked to find out that we are so much more flexible than the state law.
Yes, there's a state law that allows fireworks on certain days out the year, but turns out the township ordinance allows fireworks year-round. Municipalities have the ultimate say-so.
I understand that people want to ignite fireworks on the holidays. I'm not against fireworks, but I certainly don't see why they would be necessary 365 days a year.
Some, however, love the freedom, like Eric Konopka, who owns Michigan Fireworks Company in South Lyon.
Other people's hobbies are golf, where they can golf every day of the year if they want, right? But we can do fireworks now every day of the year inside of our township.
Eric also lives in Salem Township, where fireworks are allowed year-round as well. But even still, some are worried about veterans and pets.
I think we owe our veterans respect. And especially for those who have PTSD, I think it's definitely not helpful to have fireworks any more than we need to.
I know some people, there's dogs and animals that don't like fireworks, but we actually like the art behind it. We also tell people to be mindful of your neighbors, you know, do them on Fridays or Saturday nights where people aren't always working the next day, and, you know, try to be respectful to everyone.
Now, Hamburg Township officials are on holiday, so they could not be reached for comment. But I will say this, Hamburg Township seems to be spaced out, where homes are kind of far apart from each other. But even still with that, there are going to be some complaints. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, we appreciate it, Victor. Other top story tonight is the weather as we head into the 4th of July holiday. I feel like the weekend's officially started, right?
For some of us.
Oh, I mean, not for us, but in general, like, I feel like the night of July 3rd is the start.
Yeah. You know, the weather's so nice today. We've taken our weathercast on the road this evening. So let's get out to forewarned meteorologist Ron Hilliard. He's live at the Royal Oak Taco Fest. Hey there, Ron.
Hey there, Damon and Karen. I'm still recovering from embarrassment from my attempt at riding the mechanical bull. It is fun out here. This is exciting. People are coming on the first day of the Royal Oak Taco Fest, but I got to tell you, it is hot out here. You want to stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water and other beverages. Now, right now, here in Southeast Michigan, we are watching a couple of showers and thunderstorms popping up on a ZAC-Track 4D radar. But first, I want to show you that here in the heart of Metro Detroit, Southfield, as you're looking at right now and looking toward Royal Oak, that's the Southfield County, pointed toward Huntington Woods and Royal Oak. We're at 85 in Detroit, 83 in Pontiac, 82 in Grosse Ile, and 75 in Port Huron. Now, while there's no rain showers in the heart of Metro Detroit in the Tri-County area, if you go into Lenawee County, there's showers and thunderstorms moving through right now, moving toward the south-southeast, bringing a lot of rainfall, lightning, and thunder. Now, there's a chance of a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the rest of Southeast Michigan, but they're going to be very isolated. So just want to show you as we zoom on in, that cell right there, bringing some heavy rainfall right now near Fairfield, and continuing to move toward the south-southeast. So giving a look into Romulus, we are going to be seeing beautiful conditions for the rest of the afternoon and evening. But I want to tell you one thing, if you think it's hot right now, as we go into the weekend, we are going to feel the increased humidity and the temps going up this weekend into the 90s. So if you're coming out to an event like here, Royal Oak Taco Fest, make sure, again, you are prepared for the heat, taking breaks and staying hydrated. There's plenty of tacos, plenty of nachos, plenty of music, plenty of fun to be had right here. This is going on until 11 o'clock tonight and going until Sunday. Damon, Karen?
With you a little bit. New at 6, an urgent search is underway right now in Detroit for 11-year-old Sophia Finley. The little girl vanished after summer school on July 3rd.
She was last seen over on Biltmore Street near West McNichols, but never made it home. Sophia is 5'2", 140 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair with beads. She was last seen wearing a purple hoodie. If you see her, perhaps you know anything about this. Call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
Right now, we're getting a look at the woman charged in a deadly hit and run that killed a 3-year-old boy and critically injured his mother and twin sister. 55-year-old Tammy Sandoval appeared in court by Zoom from the Livonia jail today. The judge set bond at $600,000 with no 10%, higher than both the defense and the prosecution requested. Prosecutors say Sandoval was driving with a suspended license when she allegedly hit the family Sunday night near the Livonia Spree. Court records show a drunk driving conviction last October and 2 other crashes, one leaving 2 people hurt. Meanwhile, the mother, Tia, she remains in a medically induced coma, unaware of her son's death.
I really don't know how to handle this because this is new to us. We've never experienced this, and Lord knows we never wanted to experience it.
Now, family members tell us that they are holding off on funeral arrangements right now, hoping Tia recovers first.
A Novi man facing some serious charges tonight, accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from a popular Livonia sports complex. 28-year-old Todd McIntyre is now charged with felony embezzlement. Noel Friel is alive on this story for us tonight with the very latest on the case and also details on how this all went down. Tell us more.
Yeah, well, working as the general manager at the sports complex from 2022 to 2024, prosecutors say McIntyre was able to embezzle more than $420,000. He was arraigned in court today on one felony count of embezzlement of $100,000 or more. This happened at Livonia Athletic District, which houses several sports and wellness businesses. Over the course of more than 2 years, prosecutors say McIntyre was able to embezzle those hundreds of thousands of dollars before being fired in October of last year. In court, his defense attorney asked the judge for a personal bond, arguing he has no prior criminal history.
He has zero prior criminal history whatsoever. He has no mental or physical health issues, no substance abuse issues. As I noted, his family has hired an attorney, and I would note that he has very strong family support.
Livonia Athletic District said it is cooperating fully with the investigation and gave us a statement that says in part, quote, "We thank the Livonia Police Department, Special Operations Unit, and the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for their thorough work and continued pursuit of justice." The judge ultimately set McIntyre's bond at $750,000. He'll have to surrender his passport and wear a GPS tether if bond is posted. Live in Livonia, Noel Friel, Local 4.
Noel, what kind of sentence is he facing on this?
Right. Well, this is a 20-year felony, so he could be facing up to 20 years in prison, but he could also have to pay a fine of up to 3 times the amount embezzled, which in this case, that amounts to upwards of $1.2 million. Karen.
Obviously, lots of folks in Livonia keeping their eyes on this case. We appreciate it. All right, what you're watching, dash cam video showing the end of a police chase in Southfield. A suspected tire thief crashed into a police cruiser before trying to escape by swimming across a pond. This all started with a 911 call just after 3 in the morning Tuesday about 2 men stealing tires in an apartment complex near Franklin and 11 Mile Roads. When police arrived, the suspects fled in a rented minivan, even throwing a stolen tire out the window during the chase.
What is a 51-year-old man and a 31-year-old man doing out at 3 o'clock in the morning stealing tires from cars? And then you wonder why this agency responds the way we respond to hold these people accountable, because it's not acceptable. What kind of example are they setting?
2 men were arrested. They face multiple charges.
Well, Detroit police right now are ramping up enforcement for this holiday weekend with hundreds of officers on patrol. The department is cracking down on illegal block parties and enforcing fireworks restrictions all across the city. Assistant Chief Charles Fitzgerald says officers will be checking every street.
We want everyone to have a happy and safe 4th of July, safe being the operative word. So we're going to have hundreds of officers out and about this weekend to ensure people's safety. You have to have a permit, and a permit at this point, if you haven't applied for one now, you won't be able to get one for the weekend. So any party without a permit, we consider an illegal street party.
Now, as a reminder, fireworks are allowed on private property until 11:45 p.m. through July 5th, and block parties must end by 10 p.m. Police are also increasing drunk driving patrols throughout the weekend. Well, the House has narrowly passed President Trump's massive spending and tax bill just ahead of his July 4th deadline.
The legislation extends the 2017 tax cuts, increases military and border security funding while cutting Medicaid and food aid programs. House Democrats fought back with Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries speaking for more than 8 hours on the floor. But with President Trump's direct involvement, Republican leaders secured enough votes, despite 2 GOP members joining all Democrats in opposition. The president is expected to sign the bill tomorrow at the White House. Reaction coming in from both sides of the aisle. Democratic Governor Whitmer released a statement that reads in part, "Today's vote shows those Republicans ignored their constituents, leaving them with higher costs and without the health care they need." Meantime, Republican Congressman John James also released a statement reading in part, "This bill secures our border, strengthens our economy, and keeps our word to the American people. It's simple. America first, always." End quote.
Well, West Nile virus is detected in Macomb County mosquitoes for the first time this summer. Health officials say the discovery means the virus could now spread to humans. Though no cases are reported in Michigan, they are urging everyone to use insect repellent and avoid outdoor activities from dusk to dawn. Residents should also empty standing water from flower pots and bird baths where mosquitoes like to breed. Now, people over 50 and those with health conditions, they face the highest risk.
Supreme Court will take up the debate over transgender athletes in school sports. The justices will review cases from Idaho and West Virginia, where lower courts blocked laws limiting which teams transgender students can join. More than 24 states have passed similar restrictions, with several facing legal challenges. The High Court will hear arguments this fall.
And I want to let you know, starting tomorrow, AAA is reactivating its Tow-to-Go program for the July 4th holiday. Now, it's an effort to keep impaired drivers and their vehicles off the road. AAA says when someone calls Tow-to-Go, a tow truck comes and transports the driver and their vehicle within 10 miles. Tow-to-Go is active starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., or rather to 6 a.m. Monday, July 7th. Now, the phone number is 855-2TOW-TO-GO for a safe ride home.